Hello, welcome to the Hi-Fi Hanging Shop walk around. 18th of March 2015. My friend's birthday today, my Hi-Fi collector friend Matt, so happy birthday mate if you're watching this. This is our unknown one that we mentioned last month, we just moved into here. This is our prototype of the one we're releasing at the end of the year, called the Cell Ball. We've changed the name from the 12T to the Cell Ball. This is an interesting record player. This is a Rager, but the original Mark I Rager. We had an email from Rager Research saying that it was one of the first 200 Ragers ever made, and it was an original example, so that's verified from them. Interesting, in fact, it has a metal platter as opposed to the conventional glass one. It's a Fon CQ30. It's one of 3 connoisseur BD2s we have at the moment with the SAU tone arm, which is really nice. Back to the speakers. Got a little pair of Gales down there. Some Castle Avons, some KEF 103-4 reference speakers. The Gales that were here last month, these are sold now, but they're looking nice in the shop, so we'll keep them there. We've got a Boyu single-ended, which is a Chinese kit that a friend of ours builds up, and he puts switches to go from ultralinear to pure triode on there, so you can have a choice. It's a very nice little amplifier. That it's an Icon Audio Stereo 25. These are a pair of big Elvin transmission lines. About 5 years ago, I and John Howes went over to Kent to basically clear the Elvin factory when the guy stopped Elvin. He left all the gear there, and we cleared it. And this is one of the pairs that originally sold, but they've come back to me because the guy upgraded. So they're cool. This is a James Warden arm in the cabinet, which is one of the original, almost like linear tracking. The head moves with the arm, and it's made of wood. So that's a rare piece. Here we have a pair of speakers that retailed for about £4,000 to £5,000 when they came out. And the Gamma Acoustic Epoch 5, and they used the Focal driver. It's the early Focal drivers, the inverted tweeter, which is their trademark. These are Tandbergs, a rare Tandberg. They have the 12-inch Celestion 66 driver unit, a couple of Philips tweeters, that maybe SAS, don't know. But these are quite collectible now and sought after, especially in Germany and Italy. They like these. Over to the rack here, a bit of Cambridge Azure there, various 90s separates. We've got Pure Sound A30 integrated. A bit of Denon, a bit of Rotel at the bottom. These are the Golden Tube Audio SE40 stereo power amps. I have another one to the right of the garage. This is a Garage 401. Beautiful Loricraft restored one in absolutely stunning condition. Look underneath, the paintwork is like new. And it's in a specialist plinth, which is a very nice item. This is the other Golden Tube Audio SE40. These are single-ended amplifiers from America. We have a pair of them. They are stereo ones, they're not monos. The guy was biamping who originally sold them to us. There's a little Pure Sound amplifier there. There's a Cambridge Audio DAC Magic 2, which is an interesting DAC because it was co-designed by Pink Triangle with Cambridge Audio. They did the circuitry in this one. This is the matching Dismagic transport. Along here we have the Leap 2000 receiver, which is Vintage Knobs website. Use one of these as their main icon. This is their trade, their sort of their banner. They use one of these as the visual because it's quite an iconic 70s piece of kit. Underneath that we've got the very similar design Tandberg. This is a Vortexian stereo power amp using ECL84s. And this, we think, is the only one ever made. It was brought in by the daughter of Mr. Vortexian, who said that her dad never put this into production, but it's printed up. It's not a homemade one, but so that's rare. There's a couple of Sugden tuners there, and we've got Meridian DAC. Here we have a pair of 15-inch Wharfdale drivers called the W15RS. The square Anaco magnets on the back. They're not a full range driver, they are a base unit, but they're similar to used in the old Soundfield baffles, the SFB speakers that Wharfdale did, and I think later in the I think they're the early version of what they used to use in the Airedale. So they're quite nice. Under here we have rectilinear, which are a big pair of American speakers. As you can see by the outrageous driver alignment. They like to throw as many driver units in the box as they possibly can. A pair of Missions. A pair of Fisher triple ones, which are, again, quite a sought after speaker. The Fisher brand were responsible for some really nice valve amplifiers back in the day, and this was the speakers they sold alongside those. Here we have a pair of Tannoy Cheviots with the HPD drive units in, 12-inch drive units. These are refoamed in-house, so these are really nicely done, and they sound lovely. Here's a pair of Wharfdale full-range drivers with the whizzer cones in the middle. The Super 12 RS double Ds. These are a very nice driver with banana plugs on them. Pretty much full range up to about 14 kilohertz, I think. But yeah, they sound nice. They're slightly different in appearance. It's just what happens in the factory. They never match them properly. So one week they might be that colour, one week they might be that colour. So if you bought a pair oddly, you'd end up getting two different colours. Around here we've got a pair of Theo 1.2s. Absolutely mint feels. I've got the original boxes. They came in today. They're American, they're nice. And just over here is one of 3 gold rings we've got in at the moment. This is the leak badged one, the Delta, which is essentially a GL75 with a leak badge and a nice springy plinth. Next to that we have the wonderful 212 electronic. One of our collectors and our courier, Jason, absolutely loves these things, and I agree with him. They're a fantastic record player. Pick them up for next to nothing. They're 3-point suspension, and they just sound great. They shouldn't do. They've got a cheap arm, a plastic head shell, but they're really good. JL 150s down here. A pair of L-Tax Liberties, a very budget, modest speaker you can pick up for pence, but again, very good if you're starting off. Around here, Mission 752 with the line array drivers. Won nearly every award going in the 90s. Classic speaker, very heavy. We've got a box pair of these are nice. Pair of Gale 302s, Kef Coda 2s. Some Robin Marshall monitor audios that were in the last week's video. Here we have a French era turntable. Now these are, I guess, quite common in France, but not over here. This is only the third one I've seen. It's got a 3009 Series 2 improved on it, running a Shaw 95. Really nice sounding turntable. I think they're fantastic, and very clean lines. Very cool looking thing. We're feeding that into the Sonneteer Sedgley, which is a phonostage we're borrowing from Nuni distribution. Just giving it a go really. It sounds really nice. I'm quite impressed with it. Into that we're into the single-ended 7-watt amplifier that our friend Steve Bennett builds from kits. These are remarkable little amps. I mean, they're just fluid in the sound. We really like them. The kit is from China. It's hand built over here by Steve, who builds it very well. And yeah, these are great. Originally there were 5-watt single-ended. The new version has slightly bigger output transformers. It's running about 7 watts. Lovely vintage pair of Northern Shores for the system. I've taken the cover off the one over there so you can see the insides. I believe that's an Audax, large Audax mid-tweeter, and a Colt Super Tweeter 4001G, and a Dalesford 8-inch. Last month we showed you the Logic DM101. It was out in the main showroom. This is the same turntable with a Gelco 750 arm installed with a Goldring 1012GX cartridge. This is done by our turntable guy Tony. He's done a really good job. It's set up beautifully. It sounds absolutely fantastic. So that's that. Some of you guys who know me know I have a thing for Adcom amplifiers. I think Adcom are great. They're an American brand. They just punch well above their weight. They're superb transistor amplifiers. This came in today, so we're running this through the Eminence, which is sort of quite nice because these big Eminence speakers are American as well, so it all sort of works quite well. Yeah, today we're playing a bit of John Hopkins through that. The phono stage under the Logic is the very good Guy Sargent Pure Sound with the with the matching step-up transformer. We're also toying with the idea of launching this, which is a step-up transformer of our own, which we're just putting that through test at the moment. This matches our preamplifier box. A nice little NAD 545 BEE CD player, very good sounding player. Well, thanks for watching the video. We'll post another one in about a month's time and show you more of our stock. You can join our Facebook groups, or you can go on Twitter and just check out our website. That's www.hifihangar.co.uk. See you next month. Bye.